Hey everybody, short video today to go over the types of lines that we'll encounter in 4th grade. The first one, parallel lines. These are lines that will never touch. And that's an important definition right there, because a lot of kids go, they've got to be like this, okay, lines like this. If I draw lines for a kid like this, some kids might say they're parallel because they're not touching, but that's the important part. Eventually, we know that lines keep going forever and ever and ever and ever. These lines will touch, so these lines are not parallel. So lines that will never touch, we hold our arms up like this to show us lines that will never touch. Okay? The next type of line we have are intersecting lines, and these are lines that cross, or lines that will cross. Just like I showed you before, those would end up being intersecting lines. So I always tell the kids, I call it the Wolverines, like the superhero. So he holds his claws up like this. So here's our Wolverines right there, our lines that will cross. And they can cross at any angle I want. They can cross like this, they can cross like this, they can cross like this. As long as they cross, they are intersecting lines. Okay? And the last one we have down here, our special one, are perpendicular lines. So perpendicular lines are actually in the intersecting line family. They're a special intersecting line. And these lines that will cross at a 90-degree angle. So I have the kids hold their arm up like this, we take our fist and we punch it right in there, so we have that nice 90-degree angle. Okay? So we have three types of lines that we're looking at: parallel lines, intersecting lines, and perpendicular lines. And we start off looking at them as just lines, but then we'll look at shapes and identify the shapes and say, where do we see the parallel lines in this shape? Where do we see perpendicular lines in this shape? Where do we see intersecting lines in this shape? And those are our three types of lines.